see. My closet door shut up. Okay, we go live. Go live. Bloop, 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 bloop. I'm on live, so just be careful. Hello. Make sure I get everything already out. Measuring tape. Make sure my hair out the way a little bit. Ooh. Hey. Hello, y'all. I'm back. Wasn't that fast? Wasn't that fast? It just seemed like we was on yesterday. Good evening. All right, so anybody know it? So I come on here. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but we had some technical difficulties. So I'm gonna try it again today. I got my internet fixed. Everything is back working. This is a special graduation stool edition, and the reason why is because I'm going to teach 2 ways that you can use paper. You can use your small paper for graduation prints, okay? So this is going to be how to slice it. I use Silhouette Studio. That's the thing that I use. I don't use Canva. Some people use Canva to slice up their prints. I don't use Canva. I don't use Photoshop only because I can't afford Photoshop. That's why I ain't got Photoshop. But I take my graduation stools and I slice them up inside of Silhouette Studio. So what's different with this live versus the other lives? Even if you have small paper, I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can take small paper. It doesn't matter if it's 8x5 by 11, 8x5 by 11, 11 by 17, or 13 by 19. You are going to be able to do this. Hey, Black Mama. Hey, Kelvin. So you are going to be able to do this. Hey. So you are going to be able to do this. Whatever size paper you got, you're still going to be able to do the same process. So I'm going to show you how to do, we're still going to use the slice method, but I'm going to show you a cheat code, a cheat way that you can do this without having, let me see, sending greetings to you. Thank you. What's your name, Laura Kelvin? Kelvin? What's your real name? Oh, you from Germany. Hey, Germany. So I use this, why I got this paper up, because I'm going to do a demonstration using 11 by 17 paper. This is Craft and Bestie's paper that I'm using. So this is what we are going to use. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the computer. We're going to go to the computer first. Where do you come from? So I'm going to go to the computer. Then I'm going to show you about how to slice it. Then we're going to talk about the printing methods. Then I'm going to start with the basic way of doing this. And then I'm going to show you the other one. Hey. Oh, hey, y'all. Okay, so I got my paper already got my papers printed out, but I'm still going to go to the computer. So I'm going to use this. I'm using this paper for tonight. What I like to use is either, what did say, where do y'all be saying this crazy stuff? This is a crafting. Y'all want to be kitty cats and lions and mountains, lions and tigers and bears. No, this is crafting. If you want to be a crafter, you can. So either you can use this, or you can use this. I prefer this for either or. And I like to use painter's tape. Are we doing the kid? This is going to be for an adult. This is going to be for an adult because someone reached out to me. They reached out to me for an adult version. So they needed some help about slicing and stuff like that. So I'm going to do an adult, and I'm going to show you what I use. So I use blue painter's tape. I use either this or this. I have a lot of these. I use my measuring tape. I love your hair. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you. I decided to change my my look. I'm in high school or college. Well, the demonstration that I did, I've already did my design. So it's going to be for the way I did it, because it's a mock-up, I think it's a college. So it's just a college design. I'm not going to do the designing part because I have a lot of videos on that part, but this is strictly for the slicing. Some people need help with the slicing and dicing. But I art board, so I got this measuring tape. So all the graduation stools come in different sizes. So my graduation stool here is supposed to be like 36 inches down, right? But when I do my graduation stools, okay. Oh, that's okay. So when I do my graduation stools, right, it measures like at about 4 1/4, 4.5 or something. But I do 5. I make mine 5 inches wide, and this was supposed to be. Now, this is supposed to be a 70-inch stool, but I don't think it is. So I'm taking my measuring tape because I'm gonna show y'all something. So I'm using my measuring tape. Don't change your hair. Oh, thank you. Oh, somebody, who is this? Talk about that. Don't change your hair. You're damn gorgeous. I love that. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I'm going down in length. And so it measures off at, I'm going to say, that's what I say. I don't know what size this graduation stool is. It's supposed to be a 70-inch, but each side of the length is like 36 inches down. So I am doing about, let me see. Okay. So this say that this graduation stool is about 34, 35 inches down, right? But I never, so if I'm doing, so I never make my artboard size the exact same size as the stool. You want to make sure that you have bleed room. So if my graduation stool, for example, measures off at 35, 36 inches, I always go up too. So 35, 36, probably about 37, 38 inches. Yeah, it's supposed to be a 30. It's supposed to be a 72-inch stool, but I just measured this stool, and this stool is not. It's not hitting 36. So I'm about to remeasure it again. Nope. This is measuring shorter than that. So for some reason, we just gonna pretend like what you say. Pretend what Jay Bell said. So if it's a 36-inch stool, right? Because that's how I'm with Jay Bell. I'm already measuring at a 36-inch. I go 38. So if it's a 36, go 38, 37, 38. And the reason why, because somebody pointed it out, you gotta have bleed room. What is going on? Please explain it. Oh, I am making I'm showing people how to do graduation stools for those who don't have a large format printer. If they have small sublimation paper, they're able to take their paper and still create a graduation stool. So J Bill is right. So if you go like at 36 inches, I go 38. So I think my art board is already set up 30, 36, 37, 38. I do that to be safe. So you want to have bleed room. Bleed rooms means you want the whole graduation stool to get sublimated. You want to make sure that it ain't no white. Sometimes this part, the way I'm doing it tonight, this part might not get all the way covered. This part might not all the way get covered. But she was correct. What's going on, please, for bleed room? Hey, Monique. But I got you playing. Oh, she said she got me playing on her TV. Oh, y'all make me feel like I'm famous now. Okay. So I got my paper. I already got my paper and stuff laid out, but I'm going to show y'all after the fact because I don't want to confuse y'all. I don't want y'all to get overwhelmed if I show y'all both of the papers. And so like I showed yesterday, so let's move this out the way. And you can use a Yucca board. I'll use what I have around the house. I took some cardboard paper and I just put my butcher paper on, and I'm gonna work it from there. So we're gonna go to the computer now, and I'm going to show y'all about how to break it down. So that's where we're going right now. So I can see y'all comments on here, so that's good. Okay. Oh, thank y'all for coming back. So now we going to the computer, and let's turn this on. I'm gonna bring this down some so y'all can see. Can y'all see? All right. Let's move this out a little bit. Pull this back just a little bit. Hope y'all can see it. Maybe I should bring it down some more. Okay. All right. So I'm just setting up everything in my room real quick. And I am going to show y'all exactly what I was talking about. Somebody said I'm watching on the big TV. Oh, 2 people watching me on the TV. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all making me famous. I appreciate it. So let me get my mouse so I can see y'all. All right. Got my mouse. I can talk to everybody. All right. This thing, 1 second, and it's unlocked. And it locks up. All right, so as y'all can see, I'm inside a Silhouette Studio. I am getting ready to, I already got everything printed out. So I'm just going to delete all of this, and I'm going to just start all the way over from scratch. But I'm going to switch over to Canva real quick, make sure ain't nothing else on here showing. And I'm going to zoom in if y'all can see me. Let me see. All right, let's see if y'all can see. Oh, y'all can see? Oh my gosh. All right, so let me zoom out real quick. All right, so I'm inside the Silhouette Studio. I'm about to just merge in my graduation design real quick because I already got it, you know. But I'm gonna go over to Canva real quick. So I'm gonna show y'all something real quick while we on here. So say like you are doing your graduation stools, right? You got your graduation stool. If you bring them in together like this, you are able to, if you want to print this, if you have a large format printer that prints larger, that prints like 13, that prints up to 13 by 19, you can print this. You don't have to separate these two. And I'm gonna just show you something real quick. But I'm gonna show y'all both ways. So what you would do, my printer, for example, is a 16650 Epson printer. The max print on that printer is a 13 by 19. But I use a special user define option. User define option only allow you to go to 12.95. Even though we're still using 13 by 19 paper, it's still okay. So and then when I use so I'm still going to set this up at 13 by 19, but when you use the user define option, you have to change it to 12.95 because it's not going to allow you to do 13. It's going to say 12.95. And then the width, you will do the width like we was talking about earlier. The graduation stool was hitting what, about 36. So I still do 12.95 by 38 inches. So I'm gonna just pretend real quick. And then I'm gonna just work in reverse after this. 12.95. But I'm gonna put you know what, I'm gonna put 13 inches on my artboard here. But your printer settings, you gotta change to 12.95. For my printer, I do. And then I'm gonna do 38 inches. So I'm going to show you something real quick. So you also have to change this as well. So in the transform panel on Silhouette Studio, which is over here, you're going to hit up here. Okay. And then you just basically going to change this to, I'm going to just do, no, I'm doing that wrong. So you just basically size, make sure this size in here. So I basically, each one of these sides hit at, I do like at 5 inches across for both of them. So I do 10, if it's making sense. Because this is 5 across, so I do 10. But I don't want to confuse y'all. 10. And then I'm going to do, what we say, because this is at 38. This is at, let me see, the paper is at 38 inches, and I might do this at 30. I might do this at 37, but I still got enough bleed room because remember, it was 30, like she said, like Jay Bell said, it was 36. Or you can still do, do the 38. You still have enough. So let's hit that. Did it change? So I'm gonna do 10 across. But I'm gonna show this for a beginner level because I don't want to confuse them. Why did this change? I need this to change. Not my paper. Uh-oh, that's supposed to change. Okay, and then okay, so then I'm gonna hit center, bam. Now I see, now y'all see, y'all stools is just right. You're gonna have enough room for it to print. So if y'all decide to print this way, that's how you would do it. But we gonna work in reverse. I'm gonna just go back. And then I'm just going to leave this here. I'm still going to keep this as is. And I'm about to set this artboard to, because our goal is to, for the people who have a small sublimation paper. So before I change my paper size, whatever paper you're using, that's what you're going to change the size over here. So whether if it's an 8x5x11, you're going to still keep your graduation stools at the length that you need, but you're going to just change this here to the paper size that you need. So I'm working at 11x17 paper. So I need this paper size here to change by 11x17. Okay, so let's come back here. So now we said this is going to be, now I'm about to resize, but before I resize any of this, so if you are bringing in your, if you merge in your design and it's two like this, you can split these up for it can be individual pieces, meaning one stool, one stool. So you're going to come back over here to the modify panel, and you're going to hit this section right here. It's called divide. Now, as soon as you hit divide, these are now two separate pieces. It's going to separate your stool. So 1, 2. So in the background, you can't see, I got some little particles. So you want to take your little invisible line and you want to just highlight over this area to make sure that you get rid of all of the debris. Okay, so now you got your separate pieces. Boom, boom. You don't have to like make one stool at a time. You can just, like I said, merge them in and you go from there. So what I like to do now, after I bring my graduation stools in, now I want to set this to the size that I need before my paper. You're not going to, we already set the, because we use whatever paper you're using, that's what you're going to set over here. So I want to change both of these sizes to 5 across, because we remember we're doing bleed room. So bleed room is the key. So I want to do 5 across for each stool, 5 in width. And then the height, what we say, 38 inches, 38 inches in height. And then I'm gonna hit apply, then I'm gonna lock. We're gonna do the same for this one. I'm gonna do 5 inches across. Then I'm going to do 38 inches in height. Now, it's a personal preference. Me, when I do graduation stools, I like to do one side at a time, because I know me. I don't want nothing to mess up. I'll be too nervous. So now you got both of your graduation stools. Now it's time for the slicing part. So I'm going to keep this. Well, let me see. I'm going to keep this one over here, and we're going to work on this one here. Okay. So now we got everything sized up, right? Let me zoom in. So we get everything zoomed in. See if I'm gonna zoom in just a little more to see if y'all can see me. Well, that might be too much. So we're gonna come over here to the rectangle panel. Now this is the key to how you are able to slice up your graduation stool. So now you're gonna make a rectangle, okay? You see, y'all see the red rectangle? I don't know if y'all can see. So you're gonna make sure you come back to the arrow. Thank you for the hearts. Is this video, yes, I can save. You know what, I've been noticing they've been deleting my lives like really fast. I think I only got so much time to save the live, so I will try to save this live. But hey, CC, so after you get your rectangle, right, you're going to come back over here to the transform panel, and you are going to make that red rectangle the same size of the whatever size paper you using. If it's 8x5x11, if it's 11x17, if it's 13x19 paper, that's the size you're going to change this to. So like I said, I'm using 11x17 paper. And then you want to hit apply and then just hit lock and make sure that don't change. So now what we're going to do, we're going to bring this red rectangle back over here, and we're just going to put it over the graduation stool. This red rectangle is going to be key. This is going to tell you how many pieces of sublimation paper that you are going to need in order to slice up your projects. It doesn't matter if it's a t-shirt, it doesn't matter if it's a dress. You're going to use the same process if you are doing it this way. Now, unless there's another way of doing this, which I'll show that later. I'll put it like this. Once you start to get the hang of it, the second part that I'm showing you is going to make a lot of sense. So, you're going to come back over here. Now, what I like to do, I like to get this red rectangle close as possible without touching. Okay, so I got it. Let me see. I got it closed. All right, about right there. Boom. So now we're going to come over to the replica panel again. And we're going to highlight we're going to keep the red rectangle highlighted. But you are going to you're going to use this and you're going to create you're going to create multiple boxes until everything is sliced up. So I'm going to use this to hit down. So I need 1, 2, 3. So it's going to take us 3 pieces of 11x17 paper to make a full graduation stool. So now that you know that, so however many pieces of paper that you need, then you're going to replicate this 3 times. So I'm going to show you a quick way that I'm used to slice these up without the headache. So you're going to highlight whatever square that you want to cut. Whatever piece you need, you're going to highlight that square. So you're going to hit shift. You're going to hit, make sure this is highlighted. Then you're going to hit shift again, click anywhere in the design, and it's going to highlight. Okay, so now the whole design has highlighted. You're going to come back over here to the modify panel. I cheated. I'm sorry, y'all, I cheated. I got to go back. Okay, let me show, I forgot a step. I'm sorry. Okay, so you need 3 of these to get your 3 pieces. So that means you're going to duplicate this whole thing 3 times. So what you're going to do is highlight the whole entire thing. You're going to come back over here to the replica panel and you are going to hit down like that. So now you got 2. So make sure the little hand is here before you move anything, and make sure everything is still highlighted. So you take the hand, move that piece out of here. Highlight this. I don't know what that little grid there. Highlight that again. Then hit the replica. Now you got your 2 pieces. And then I like to do a third one to be safe, because sometimes I'll be moving too fast and my piece might be looking not right, that I can go back and see where I made my mistake. So I'm just going to highlight this again. Even though I don't need this other piece here, I just keep it as a backup. Okay? Okay, cool. So now we cooking with gas. Let's get this out the way. So let's come up here. Okay, now I'm about to go to the step that I try to show y'all. So I like to go in order. You know, sometimes I jump around, depends on how many pieces, depends on what size paper I'm using. So you're going to click on the box that you need, hold shift, click anywhere in the design, and the whole thing is going to light up. So then you're going to come over to the modify panel in Silhouette Studio. you're going to hit crop. This piece is done. This piece done. Move that out the way. Then you just delete those red boxes. Bam. You're done with that. So now we're going to go, make sure you highlight, as you moving your pieces that you duplicated, make sure that they are completely highlighted before you move them around. Okay, so now we're going to our second rectangle, right? So you're going to click on the second rectangle, hold shift, click anywhere in the design. So we're going to click at the bottom. Boom, everything highlighted. Go to the modify panel, hit crop. Now you got your second piece. Move that out the way. Move this out the way. Then hit delete. Now you need your last piece. So I'm just going to come over here, highlight everything before I move it. Make sure that little hand is showing. I'm just bringing this back up here. We need the last piece here, right? So we're going to come to the last rectangle. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to click anywhere in the design, but hold shift, click anywhere in the design. The whole thing going to light up, hit crop. You got your bottom piece. All right. So now you got your pieces. Then you just then you just delete the red boxes. All right, so now I'm going to get this closer over. I'm going to highlight all of this. I'm going to get this closer over to my paper. Okay, so now we got our, I'm about to zoom in a little bit and move this over for y'all. So now we got our 11 by 17 paper already set up here. This is your paper. What you're going to do now, the first piece you're going to highlight on is right here. You're going to hit center. This is how you know everything is lined up. So I highlight that, hit center. It moves it over. Then you're going to right click and flip horizontal. You got to remember when you do sublimation, you have to make sure that your pieces are mirrored before you print. So I'm gonna come over here to my print settings, even though I printed my papers out, but I'm gonna show you. So after my print settings come up, I'm gonna come up here to print. And then I'm gonna hit print again. Now I have two Epson printers, so I'm gonna select on the printer that I want, which is my 16650. This Epson printer, this is my inkjet printer, so that's not converted. Just the 16650 is, so that's my preference. I'm gonna hit preference. Then you want to make sure that you check this. Every time you print, you make sure that you check this up, because sometimes this jumps off sometimes. Very rarely it does it, but it do sometimes. So you're going to select whatever paper you're using. So anybody that have a wide format printer, I print using a back tray. If you have a wide format printer, you can print your 8x5x11, 11x17, and your 13x19 paper using the back tray. So I'm going to hit paper tray. I don't hit landscape unless I have something challenging. And then I either use presentation paper matte, premium presentation matte, but I usually keep it on this setting here, or plain paper setting. If I'm dealing with something with dark colors and I don't want a bunch of lines showing up, I might use one of these two settings, but the basic setting right here is presentation paper matte. And then I'm gonna come over here to more options, because I don't like for my printer to print fast. So over here is called bi-directional printing. That is the speed of your printer. If you uncheck that, it will slow down your printer, and it will prevent like ink spots and lines from being in your design. So I uncheck that because I want my printer to slow down. So I'm gonna hit OK. Then I will repeat the same thing over and over. So let's cancel this. Let's cancel that. So as soon as my prints is done, I move them to the side. I keep everything on this side because that lets me know that everything is printed. Then I'll go to the next thing, and then I'll hit center. Then I will hit, let me see. I see something in here that I need to take out. I don't like this red line that's going around my design. So in Silhouette Studio, if you don't like that red mark going around, you have the option to take that off, which you can, it's called line style. So you will hit this square, and then you would just hit this invisible looking line right here, and that would take that red around from your design. But I'm gonna leave that alone right now because I need that for what I'm gonna show y'all in the future. So you will do the same steps. You will just print. Once you're, then you will, no, you will flip horizontal, then print. Once your print come out, you move it over here. Then you just hit center, flip horizontal. Once this is print, you move it over here. So then I like to still go back and keep my little, I like to keep my little image, because sometimes you might have a project and it have a lot of pieces. You want to make sure that your pieces is looking correct. So if those red lines is making y'all nervous, we could take that out. So okay, say like my prints is already print. I got them ready. So when I get finished with this, I'm going to show y'all the bonus part, the trick, how you are able to manipulate your machine to make it think that you have like roll paper using your small paper. But I'm going to show y'all that later. Okay, so we about to come in here, and now we are about to piece our pieces together. Let's see. About to piece our paper together. Now, why you get in my way, girl? Where you get that mouse from? All right, so I'm bringing back my laptop. Hey, I need this space. I need all of this space. You gotta come back. I told you I was about to do this. I gotta move. I gotta have all this space. Sorry. Ooh, sorry. Just told her. All right. Yes, there's a lot of people who don't know that all Epson printers print to 40. Yes, they do. What's your name, Gay Beauty? Yes, they do. So, yep. A lot of people don't know that they're Epson printers. Yep, that's true. They print up to 47 inches. So, this is how your piece is going to come out, right? Okay, like this. And it's going to come out like this. All right. So, yes, what she said is correct. So, even like check yours. I don't know about the other Epson printers, but yes, if you have a wide format printer, most definitely they do print up to like she said, 47 inches. So what I do now, I wish I could see me do this part. I'm gonna lift this up some, and I don't know if this can lean back or not. My other tripod can, but let me go get it real quick. This is just taught us something, y'all. Even if you have 8x5x11 paper, it prints the inches prints large. So I'm just switching y'all over for y'all can see me go down, see going down. But I hope this thing don't cut y'all off. And she's correct. A lot of people don't know that. So a lot of people be rushing, thinking that they gotta go buy them. You gotta fake it till you make it. Let me see. Uh-oh, I hope I don't cut y'all off. I'm gonna cry if I do. Hold on, I'm switching. With this tripod, I gotta use a different phone. Okay, y'all back. Oh, y'all back. I'll make sure I see where the button is so it won't cut y'all off. Oh, I'm about to cry because I can't do it. It's not gonna allow me to show y'all. What? Let me see. It better not. See, I got this upside down, but that's okay. We're gonna work it out anyway. See? Oh, this one is broke. I forgot. Darn it. Darn it. That's okay. That's okay. It was a reason why I wasn't using that no more. I forgot already. I broke that one. Oh, well. You know what? Let me go get my tall one. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all can see me from the table. So give me 1 second. I'm going to get my other one. All right. So give me 1 second. Let me see. This one can come up. My sister told me about this one. She said, yeah. All right. So we just switching. Now, this is the one I'm worried about too. Because I don't need to shut y'all off. It's got a cable on here. Can y'all? Oh, it's like, let me stop. I got it, y'all. Let me stop. I got it, y'all. Look. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, we is in business. So all I'm doing now is switching over here. And I'm gonna turn on the light. All right. Let me see. Oh, it's like, okay, y'all, I can see y'all. Let me stop. Okay. Let's see. All right, here we go. Okay, let's move this out the way. Bam. Oh, what she said? Oh, yes, I'm excited. I'm doing some things, y'all. I'm doing some things, y'all. Okay, so what I'm about to do now, piecing the paper together, right? So before I piece anything together, I just, I do a quick run through to let me know which side I want to cut, which part of the white I want to cut. So I'm like, okay, we looking good here. I already know about this piece. So we're going to start with this piece here. So as y'all can see, we want to cut this all the way off. Like it's a thin line of white up here. we want to cut this off, and we want to connect it to the piece here. But I'm about to, when I show y'all the other cheat method, I don't know if y'all gonna want to use this method. But this is for beginners. So I'm just taking yeah, that's what I did. I already did that. Yep. What she said you can take. Yep, I did that already. I didn't want to confuse them. So I'm gonna show you what I did before I start. So this is the second method as she was talking about. If you don't, you can take, once you know your dimensions with your graduation stool, all I did here was take my 11 by 17, 19 paper together and put it in my back tray to make the sublimation printer think it is roll paper. So this is the second part that I was gonna show. If you don't want to do the piecing together, you can, once you get your dimensions together, like I showed y'all on Silhouette Studio, you can get your paper, you can take the pieces together, and you can send this through the back tray, and it will print the whole graduation stool out here like it's a roll paper. Yep. So before like if I'm using this method, I make sure that I use adhesive spray. And I want to make, when I use this method here, when I take my pieces together here, I'm gonna show you what I do, because I do something kind of different. So I use adhesive spray, but I also do something else. But I'm gonna show that part after I do this piece. But yes, she's correct. So this is the part 2. If you want to just put your pieces of paper together and use it like roll paper, you could do that. You ain't got to sit there and put the pieces together like a puzzle. This saves a lot of time. So the reason why I left that paper blank is because I'm going to do this today. I'm going to use stool just to show you it still gives results. So for the people who just like really like, I just want to learn the basics real quick. This is the part where you have to cut the stuff off and piece it together. So what I usually do, now it's up to you. You want to make sure that there is no white showing, or it's gonna look like your graduation stool got a little ghosting. So I just took off a little white. So I put it together like this. If you want to cheat, I'm going to show you another cheat tactic. You could take a piece of paper, a piece of tape. This is painter's tape. When it sublimate, it do not mess up the sublimation. So you want to take a piece of little tape, and you can stick it underneath the paper. Stick it underneath. Just stick one little piece underneath, and then you can just put it down like this. Some people like to use that spray, you can. But like I said, I put that little piece underneath, and then I will go back and I will do it all together. Okay, so you put it underneath there like this. So I got my little piece of paper. Let me see them come down just a little more. Okay, so what I will do now, if you don't trust this method, I usually flip it over and put a part two, but I'm not gonna do that yet. So now I still got my little piece, right? This is where I take this here. I don't like this one. This one is too tough. This one is rough. Oh, she say, yep. I don't know, my phone is not catching up. My phone is not going fast. So I don't like this, but I use it. But I like this because it don't spray out bad. So what I'm going to do, I am going to spray gently. I always get some test paper to make sure my stuff ain't clogged. So let me get a piece of paper. Let me see. Just get my little paper. I'm just get a little piece of test paper to make sure that this ain't clogged. And sometimes when I'm using this, I like to keep like a warm rag just to prevent the buildup. And I also keep a warm rag because sometimes that stuff is sticky. But make sure your hands is, make sure there ain't nothing on your hands. So I'm going to do a quick test spray. But I only do very light for the bottom. Okay, you see, I don't want it to come out. See, it's coming out like a... Okay, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear like it's a shower. So I'm just going to gently, very gentle, very quick, go like three across, three hot dabs, like one. Okay. And so what I'm doing now is taking this piece, connecting it again. And then I take my knuckles, not my fingers, but my knuckles, and I just press down, go across. Okay, I just take my knuckles, I just go across. So once that is did, now that holds it. You see how I got, now that holds it while I take my tape and I'm going to just go across the back. Okay, so we got our piece. That's all I want to make sure it's secured. So now you got your piece, okay? So then I'm going to do the same thing for this one. But I got to cut this all the way off. So I'm cutting this all the way down. Okay. So now I'm about to move this out the way. I'm about to size this up here to see. Okay, everything fine there. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to take a little piece of tape. I'm going to stick it underneath here. Just a little bit underneath there. Right? Then I can spray the back if I want to, because that's the piece that I need anyway. So I'm going to just check my little okay. Just going to take this here. Now, if this part makes you nervous, the other way we was just talking about, where you can, once you slice up your slices in Silhouette Studio, then you will know how many pieces of paper you need to print. And all you have to do is tape up some plain paper, tape up your plain pieces, and go from there. So I'm taking my knuckles again, and I'm just going across. That's all I'm doing. Going across, going across. So let me see what side this is. So this is the first side, right? Now I need the other side. Now the other side, I'm going to use the cheat method. So this is cool. Then all I'm going to do here is, like I said, I turn that over, and I'm just going to take this piece. I'm just put it down, make sure everything is good. Then we just gonna cut that. Okay. And I'm just cutting off the extra, make sure ain't no glue. Just a little bit. Uh-oh. Just cutting off that part. Okay, so now turn this back over. Now you got your graduation stool ready to print, ready for the heat press, ready for the heat press. So I'm just gonna put this down here. Then this is, let me see. Then I'll just lay my design inside of there. Then I will tape it. Now I'm gonna go get my funny tape. But now this is me. I don't know if everybody do it. You're supposed to lint roll and pre-press. Lint roll and pre-press. So I'm gonna lay this here real quick because I got this side. So now I'm gonna show y'all the cheat method of what thank you, GA Beauty. So now I'm gonna show y'all the cheat method where you got all the pieces of paper together. Once you get remember how I was showing in Silhouette Studio? Once you know how many pieces of paper you need to print out your graduation stool, then you can get your pieces of paper, put them together. But it's a special step you have to do for that. So I'm going to show you real quick. All right. Now just gonna follow me to my room. We gonna follow her to her room. Yes. All right. So come over here by my Here's my big bin. Here's everything right here. All right, let's plug this back up. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I am taking this paper, and this is the one that we take together. So I'm coming here, and I'm using my back roll paper. And I'm gently laying this down here. Okay. Make sure it don't fall or nothing. Uh-oh. It's acting like it don't want to stay. Hold on. All right, let me just fold this real quick before I print it. I'm just gonna fold it because I got to do something to this printer anyways. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to my user define option, and I'm changing the user define option to 11 by 38 inches. So you're probably like, well, why are you using 11 by 38 inches? Because that's what size paper I'm using. I'm using a size, instead of doing 11 by 17 inches, I'm using 11, and I just did 38 inches. Like she said, you could print up to 47 inches long on here. So I got 11 by 38, and I'm about to print off my second design on that piece of paper. And so I have to change it with my printer as well. I don't know why my computer's sleeping. Okay. So I need my second piece. I think we did that piece. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting my second piece together. Changing my paper size real quick to 38 inches long. So in Silhouette Studio, I'm doing 11 by 38 inches. And then I'm going to change that piece 5 by, 30, what I say, 5 by 30, let's see. Yep, 5 by 38. So I'm about to do this the same way. And then we're going to come back to the computer so I can show y'all exactly what I did. Let's see. right, so I am now about to flip this horizontal, and I'm going to hit print. And I'm using user defined option. Okay, hit OK. Okay, print. All right. All right, everything good. My big feet. Okay. So now I got to set my paper in my machine. So I got to make sure this is holding. And it prints just like roll paper. Let's see. Okay. So now it's printing. Now the paper is printing. Oh, did I mess up? Oh, no. Ooh, I thought I messed up. I was about to cry. Okay. So this is the tape paper that we tape to make it look like it's roll paper, but it's actually your 11 by 17 paper. But like the other person said earlier, even if you have 8 by 5 by 11 paper, Epson printers print up to what, 47, what she say, 47 inches long. So you can print longer in length. Ooh, I'm excited. So while that's doing that, I'm just about to get my print stuff together. And see that painter's tape, and what I do before I put the pieces of paper together, I cut off a little bit inches of the bottom. And then I take the spray, and then I hit the bottom of the spray, then I connect them together, take my knuckles, smooth them out, because you want to make sure don't no ink bleed through, you know. So this is a 16 by 650 Epson printer. I had this printer for about 3 years now. I do my all over t-shirts. As you can see, this one in the back. This up here, I do this kind of work with this. Another option, if you don't want to use that adhesive spray, I've seen people use glue sticks also to put the pieces of paper together. Oh, it's coming out so beautiful, y'all. Like my nephew be, ta-da! That's how he say, ta-da! So this is how you is able to piece your sublimation pieces of paper together and print out like it's a roll paper without you having to cut and put the pieces together. So this is our second piece that we need. So I am going to sublimate using both methods to show you the results. So I'm gonna turn this on. Now I gotta cut all the lights off in here, honey, because everything blow out. I'm in the hood. I'm in the hood. So everything, everything is the stuff will blow. So I have to turn certain lights off in order to sublimate. But this is gonna be we're gonna do a full sublimation on here just to give you some type of idea of what it looks like. Everything is fine. We have everything mirrored, meaning when you put it on your design, it's gonna come out right. So this turned out very nice. So let's go set up for our print. So I'm gonna put this back in here and we're gonna get started with the rest. Thank you. This part. You know what? So I don't know. Yeah, so I am just going to set everything up here. Make sure I get everything out the way. You know, I'm gonna keep y'all in here because I still gotta press, pre-press, and do the lint roll. So I'm gonna just do it here. I say I'm gonna do it here. Sometimes I like to use 2 pieces of butcher paper as a backup. So I'm gonna cut another piece of butcher paper. Everybody's heat press is different. So I'm gonna turn my heat press on to about 3. I don't do 400. I might do like 365. I do 365 for 60 seconds. 370. Like 370 at the most. But I rarely have to use 400 anymore since I got this heat press. Let me see. Oh, okay. I had to hit the arrow to see. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm setting this up. I'm getting ready to bring my thing in here, but I don't know yet because I still got to do one more step. I got to get my lint roller, and then I'm gonna show you the other part. All right. So I'm just bringing this in here, bringing this board in here. Now you want to get a yucca board, as you can see. I'm gonna have to hold one of these sides so it won't be like flimsy. And you just basically you want to pre-press your design before you put it on the before you actually do the work. You want to pre-press your design, make sure everything is all pressed out and stuff like that. So I'm just going to lay this here because I want to pre-press this before I start. And then you want to get your lint roller. I had a little ugly lint roller. I don't know what I did with the little ugly lint roller. I had a lint roller. So you want to make sure all of your stuff is off of your debris is off of your design. I mean, off of your product, your sublimation product. And so I got this lint roller from the Dollar Tree. I don't like them, but it just worked for what I needed it for at that time. So make sure you just get the debris. So you can either, you know, and it's like I prefer people to use a yucca board. I use this cardboard because I'm kind of used to it. You want to have even pressure and stuff. All right. So what I'm getting ready to do now, I'm getting ready to turn on my heat press. I'm going to turn on my heat press, and then after I turn on my heat press, I am going to show you how I lay this down on for my graduation design. I kind of flip it over, like I put this on. You will see. You will see. So I'm going to just turn on my heat press real quick and make sure this is not in the way. I'm going to turn on my heat press real quick. Make sure everything is unplugged. Like I say, this stuff in here. I'm in the hood, honey. I'm in the hood. This stuff will blow a little bit. So I'm going to put this down. Turn this off. Make sure everything is off in here. Make sure that is done. Okay, that's off. Turn that off. Yeah, honey, because this stuff sometimes be blowing. Oh my God, no. Uh-oh, I just seen something. I just seen something. Oh, snaps. I might have to. Get some. Did this break? Child. I just know that didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure this is unplugged. I'll make sure this is turned off first. Guess what, y'all? Oh my God, I gotta look in my book, my duffel bag. I have another computer, right? But that computer needs some work. My cord to my computer just snapped in the wall. Oh, I'm so mad. So I'm gonna have to go on my duffel bag and pull out my old computer and get the cord from there and plug it in to see if that cord will fit. All right, so I have to make sure this is plugged in. So I'm gonna turn this on to at 325. Oh. This is satin. So that's why I kind of, I ain't gonna lie, when I press my graduation stools, I don't turn the temperature all the way up. So I usually do my graduation stools at, no lie, 365, because this is satin and I don't want it to burn. So I'm gonna do it the way I normally do it, and then accordingly, whatever heat pressure I have, then y'all want to adjust y'all temperature to that. So I'm gonna put this at 365. I'm gonna go up just okay, and then I'm gonna do 60 seconds. You know what? Yeah. All right. All right. So I'm in here with y'all. Got my laptop. Make sure everything off that I need to be off. Now I gotta see if my other cord to my laptop, my computer. Let's see. I'll find that later. So I'm going to smooth this out. I'm going to pre-press it. Then I'm going to put the paper, I'm going to put the paper down, and then I'm going to tape. Let me see. And I'm going to show you what type of tape I like to use. I think I showed it before. So I use clear heat tape. I'm going to use my clear heat tape. And I'm telling y'all, both methods work when you are doing the towel method, but the putting the pieces of paper together and letting the printer print it, it saves you so much headache. Like you will be so shocked that you did not have to sit there and piece stuff together like a puzzle. But you know, like I said, I did this to help someone that reached out to me earlier this week. Hopefully this will help her or anybody else. So we just gonna run it back real quick while we waiting this to heat up. Like you don't need a wide format printer to print long. If you have 8x5x11 paper, you are able to do this. Like GA Beauty said, this is the Epson printers print up to like 47 inches long. Like some people prefer to take their paper and even like what I'm going to do probably with this paper here, I'm probably going to put a clean piece, because how many pieces of paper I have down here? I only have one piece of butcher paper. I might put another piece of butcher paper down before I do the other side and just go from there. But you want to pre-press it. And then we're going to put this paper down first. Once we get done pre-pressing, I'm going to put this paper down first. And then I'm going to put the graduation stool on top. And then I'll flip it over like that. Like that's how I usually do mine. I take a little bit of that spray and I just hit. You can either hit the garment or the paper. It doesn't matter. or you don't have to do it at all. But like I said, I'm gonna just do this the way I do it. I don't want to confuse nobody. We just waiting for this to heat up. And that's basically it. My cord, y'all not gonna believe it. My cord to my laptop, my computer just snapped in the wall. So I have another computer. I put it in a duffel bag somewhere. So I'm about to try to look in my closet to see if I can find it and just put this in here because I need that cord. I had a whole duffel bag in here. Whole duffel bag for the computer. Let's see what's in here. All right, so I got my duffel bag. Let's see if my computer plug is in this bag. Oh, I'm in business. Oh. Yes. Yes, yes. Woo, woo. All right. This is my other computer. I was using Photoshop and I had too much something on there and it crashed. So I still had the cord. And so now I'm about to take this cord and plug it in to my new computer. I don't even know how that snapped. I hope that's right. So we just waiting on the heat press to heat up. Right, I'm gonna throw this away right now. Just snap. Snap for no reason. So throw this in the trash. And we is going to get to the business here. All right. And so I like to print, I'm gonna get my other paper ready. So this painter's tape come in handy. It's really, 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 really good. So I'm gonna just lay this. Once this come out, I'm gonna lay it and just smooth it out. But this is warming up pretty fast. Then I'm just get I like to have clean paper. So I'm gonna just get some paper. Because I'm gonna have to switch the paper on my my cardboard too. Because I don't want the ink to transfer. Y'all don't have to do it. Y'all don't have to do it this way. I just do. Okay. So this is at a nice temperature before I can start pre-pressing. And then I am going to take this paper, put it back under here and smooth it out. Use my clear tape. Like I like to use clear tape. And then I'm going to just go from there. So I use my clear tape and why don't I like to use the brown tape? I had some bad run-ins with the brown tape not too long ago. Where I purchased the brown tape and the brown tape was leaving marks. So I'm just going to pre-press this real fast. Or you want to make sure that you have, if you're using a board, you want to take the pressure off of your heat press because the board is thick. So you want to adjust your heat press. Still have a nice pressure, but not too much. So I want this to be a little more. Just a little more. And I do about 10 seconds. 5 to 10 seconds. 5 to 10 seconds. Move this out the way. So I want that to. Then I'm gonna go. Like I said, my yucca board, my imitation yucca board. I don't want my paper to tear. So I'm gonna put the pressure down here again. And then I'm gonna do, let me just set this right here. I'm gonna come down this way. I'm gonna hit up here. I'll make sure this is out the way. I'm gonna make sure this don't get no wrinkles either. But as you see, as I'm protecting this, I'm also making sure that this don't have no creases in it either over here for this second stool. All right. So it's nice and flat. Now this is your choice. I do it. You don't have to. I either do the paper or the stove. I might take my paper because I want to use. Make sure this is. I want to use this side first. So I'm gonna take my spray. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't have to. I'm looking for some garbage spray. Let's see. Making sure they ain't got no, okay, clogs. So I go 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. So I do 3, hit it 3 times. Now I'm about to move this just for a second. We're going to switch spots. Hold on. Okay. See how we switch the spots real quick. So what I'm about to do now, you can do this on the table. Did I hit the wrong side? Is this the right side or the wrong side? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Let's see. I usually do this on the table. All right, there we go. And I'm just going. And I got another board right here. I got another lever right here, so it's working out. So now what I'm doing, I like how everything is looking. And then you can reposition it if you need to. Y'all hear that sound? That's the sound of the... So I'm just repositioning it. And take your time. Make sure your design, you got your design how you like it. Uh-oh. See somebody texting me, sending something. So you might have to reposition it a few times, but that's fine. And that's what I like about this. It just... Okay, so I like it. It might have a little white in the back, but that's fine. This is just for, you want to make sure you want to make sure your design is inside of... Okay, I like it. It's to my liking for right now. And then I'm going to take my tape. And I am going to find my scissors. These is my favorite scissors. I don't like to use no other kind of scissors but them orange scissors. And I'm just going to go, some people go corner to corner. We almost to the temperature. And you probably like, well, why are you doing that? Because I want to flip my design. So I'm just doing it this way to flip it, if I can flip it. And pre-pressing it also helps. Like don't go too tight. The satin is delicate. So this is my, let me move this out the way real quick. My cutting machine. Just turn this sideways for a second. Because I need the lever. Alright. Alright, there we go, y'all. So I'm going to just flip it over once I put the tape on the other side, and then we can be able to press. I'm excited. Now, some people, they want to make sure that they get all the white covered. Some people don't use the stove. Some people just use like a rectangle and measure the rectangle to the size of the graduation stool, and they do their design that way. Like I said, I still want to protect the other side. We almost there, y'all. Nevaeh. My baby, y'all, that's my baby. She about to be 13. She a mama's girl. But that's my baby. So what I'm about to do now, this part always makes me nervous no matter how many times I do these. So I try to make sure I get all my points that I want to lay down. Like I said, I want to take this. I don't know if I should do that side. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. All right, we there. We're about 8 seconds away. So I'm going to do, I don't want to do too much. So I like everything. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to, you know what? I'm going to do this part up here too. I'm going to flip my design for the paper to be on top. So I'm going to just do a little bit right here. All right. So I'm just going to flip. Like I said, no matter how many times I do this, this part scares the living hell out of me still. Okay. And I just straighten this out. So I'm going to work from, okay, everything is covered. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. So I'm going to start from, move this over just a tad bit. All right, that's cool. So I'm going to start, let me see. Make sure this is covered. Let me maneuver this real quick. Make sure my big bend don't take a tumble. All right. So I want to make sure. You know what? I should just start from this side. I don't know. Ooh, child. All right. Okay. I think it's in there. All right. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then we just going to move it on down. This is my favorite part of, this is my favorite part. Yeah, but in the future, like, make sure you have enough room. Like I said, when you have your yucca board, it's gonna be different. I'm just using the cardboard today. And so what you like about sublimation is that you can see what's been pressed, what haven't been pressed. Like you can see through the design what areas you missed. Make sure you're in a room with good lighting. You know, like I got my ring lighting here. Okay, so I saw, okay, now I can see that was pressed. And I'm going to just go on, move it on down. Moving on down some notches. Now I'm going to the area that wasn't pressed. Make sure that this don't got no buckles and knuckles. And then I think I got one more spot up here. And I think I'm cool. See, I can see through this. You can tell where it was. Okay. Then I probably changed my paper for my second side, because I don't want to get no transfer, no ink transfer. But this is how you use a heat press. This is a 16 by 24 heat press, or your 15 by 15, whatever press that you have, you can do this with. And see, I can see through my design. Let me move my machine out the way real quick. I got it in my cutting machine. And so all I'm about to do now, I can see through my design that everything pressed. And I'm just about to, okay. Now I gotta do this one side here. And I'm gonna put another piece of paper real quick for that one side don't burn. So I want to protect the stool over here. So I'm gonna just put a little piece of paper there. And I'm just going to make sure ain't no wrinkles and kinkles. Just protect them. Vaya, bring mom a trash bag. Thank you. Let me hit right here. And I use Canva to design my graduation stools. I use all of them really, but I mainly use Canva now, because Canva, they added things to their software now to make it a little more easier. Thank you. All right. So let's see. Oh, everything look good. I don't know, this spot right here for some reason look weird. So I'm gonna hit this one more time. This spot right here. And then that's it. So now I'm about to get my paper, because I gotta do round 2 for this graduation stool over here. So I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna take this tape, this white butcher paper off this cardboard, put a fresh piece down. And I don't do a lot of tape, and I just do tape one end. Then we pre-press, spray, then go about our business. All right, so let's see. We're gonna do the reveal. Well, they all in our business, honey. All right, y'all. So let's see. So now I'm removing the butcher paper. I can see that everything was sublimated. And so now I am about to remove. Let's see. Let me turn this over. Oh my God, y'all! Oh, it's so pretty. my God, it came out so pretty. Ooh. Ooh, wait till y'all see. Ooh, wait till y'all see this. And everything I used came from Canva. Oh my God, this came out so pretty. Like I said, some of the white is showing around that part. If you want to use a square or make this a little bigger, you can. Oh, look. Oh, see, look. This is so pretty. Yep, so this is so cute. And see why, and I'm going to show you another reason why I don't go harder than 380. Why I don't take my heat press up to 380 is because I don't want the ink to bleed to the back. So, you know, I don't want the ink to be bleeding. Oh, this came out so cute. So now what I'm about to do now is this off. And I'm about to take flip this on this side here. Oh, this is so nice. Girl, oh, look. Ooh. And so I'm going to just put another piece of butcher paper down over here. See, like I said, I keep backup. See, I have my backup butcher paper. Then I'm going to put another piece here. Just cover this board up. And then I'm going to do the same thing all over again with this butcher paper. So I just usually get my butcher paper and I, you know, see what big of a piece I need, cut it, tape it, put 2 pieces of tape at the bottom. Now you do what's works for you, you know. Okay, let's see. I should have made that a little longer, which I am. I'm gonna just save this for the top. I like my butcher paper to be covered. Covered like the blood of Jesus. Just go in and in. In and in. Okay. And I might get a little extra. Like I said, I just took some cardboard that I had left over and pieced it together. And so now all I'm doing is taking my favorite blue tape. But I'm going to show you like where I could have went like a little more. Like overlap it. Just a slight. Okay, there we go. So now, bam, we ready for phase 2. So we're about to do the other side. And we're going to do the same thing. Just do your little lint roll. Lint roll, lint roll, lint roll. This is your best friend. If I was your best friend. If you was my best friend. Yeah. So do your lint roll. Make sure you get your lint roll on. And you want to do your pre-pressing. Move this out the way. Now look, I'm singing that song now. Oh my gosh, y'all, it came out so cute. Want to knock them wrinkles out. Wrinkles and kinkles, wrinkles and kinkles. Like up here. I might have to manipulate something up here. Because I see a kinkle, honey. I see a kinkle. So I'm going to hit this about 2 times. I need this kinkle to be out. So I'm going to just go. Let's see if we can get that kinkle out. This is the part I'm worried about, this spot real quick. It's got a little wrinkle and a little kinkle. I want this spot to be a little. Let's see. So I can get that kinkle and that wrinkle. Getting straight, getting straight. Let me hit it one more time. Right. Okay, the kinkle and the wrinkles. Kinkles and the wrinkles. All right, see the kinkles and the wrinkles? You gotta make sure that them kinkles and wrinkles is deceased. Okay, kinkles and the wrinkles. No kinkles, no wrinkles. Make sure everything is. Now, with the graduation stools, I'll do this a couple times to make sure I get them wrinkles out. Just make sure you get them out. Okay, okay. One more time. Look at me. See? One more time. One more time. No kinkles, no wrinkles. Especially at the tip part. Okay. You don't have to leave it on for a long time. Just get them out. So now what I'm getting ready to do, y'all know the drill. I'll lay this here for a second. I'm gonna go get the second graduation design. Hey, okay. So this is part 2. So I'm about to just hit the. Remember, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Make sure this don't. Make sure don't come on too much spots. Okay. So now we're about to lay this one down. Let's see. Oh no. Might have got too much spray. Nevaeh. She in there acting like she in WWE. So just laying this down, making sure I position it how I like it. And I'm gonna use my board here. I'm gonna flip this. Make sure I got it positioned how I want it. And if I don't like it, I can go back and remove it. I'm just flipping. Just making sure I lay it how I like it. I'm gonna reposition this. This is already, I think this one might give me a little bit of problems because I probably put too much in the middle, but let's go see. Okay, everything's fine. Okay, everything's fine. Smooth it out. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Smoothing it out. Everything's smooth how I like it. Now I'm gonna get my white, what I had, the white tape. I don't know what I did with it, but that's okay. I have backup somewhere. I don't know what I did with that white tape. I think I got some more somewhere. When I get to celebrating. Oh, right here, bam. Right in our face. So you would just want to make sure everything nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. We're going to see if I put a little bit too much spray. But like I said, just do it three good jolts and that's it. So I'm coming back this way. Like I said, this is on 365 because the satin burn kind of quit. And I do not want my ink to transfer to the other side. So doing it like this. I'm gonna put a couple pieces over here. And I'm using clear tape, clear heat tape. And I'm gonna do the bottom. Do a couple pieces at the bottom. All right, I think we good, y'all. I think we good. So I be paranoid. And my face shiny because I'm hot. So yeah. But like I said, this is how you're able to do a graduation stool using the two methods we talked about earlier, where you can piece all the paper together and run it through your back tray. Or you could print long. Or if you want to put the pieces together, you could do it that way as well. So this paper here that I'm doing now, this is the paper that we put through the machine and let it print. The other one was when we pieced together. And so we're going to see any differences. All right. All right, I think we're good. Then I'm going to flip this on this side. And then we can get to the business. All right. All right, everything should be okay. Okay, so now I know I'm getting ready to flip this, right? So I'm still paying attention to this one too, because you want to make sure that the one that's already done don't have no kinkles and no wrinkles. So I am about to flip this. Make sure that this is out the way. Okay, make sure everything is still nice and smooth. And then you can start. So I am going to start from this end. I think this is the end we was on. And we're going to start from right here. Make sure this ain't got no kinkles and wrinkles or nothing like that. And I'm just moving my board. Slide my board. Make sure I got pressure. Pressure, pressure. I don't know why that song just came in my head. All right. All right, y'all. Let's rock and roll. Okay. So this is the last one. Ooh, I need a towel, honey. I need a towel. What's up, baby? Hey, what is all that? Ooh, that mug. Look, ooh, it's hot. Ooh, ooh. Okay. But thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for watching and joining. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so that got hot. That did get hot. So let's move it on down. Something is catching. Something is catching. So I can look and see what side has been pressed, what side haven't been pressed. So this side hasn't been pressed yet. So that's the side I'm about to do now. And you can see, you'll be able to see your design. You peel the paper back a little bit. Okay. Are y'all excited about graduation season? Have y'all started? Y'all see how shiny my face is? And then Canva has those new elements that you can, really make it look like that 3D look. Okay. So I can see, I'm looking, I can see stuff got sublimated. So now I'm just pushing it down to the last mark, making sure nothing, no kinkles, no wrinkles. Let's see. All right, here we go. So this is the last run. And that, and I don't want, I can't pull that because that got that stuff on it. So I need a little piece, just a little piece for right here. And that's it. Just a little piece. So when you're using a Yucca board, remember you have to take the pressure off of your press because the Yucca board is thick and it helps give it pressure. So you might have to adjust your pressure on your heat press to untighten it a little bit. So I'm gonna save this live. I don't know why the other lives haven't been saving, but I guess they give you so much time to save them. All right. Okay, it's one piece. One piece looked like it didn't sublimate, so I'm gonna do it one more time. There's this piece right here. For some reason, it don't look like it caught. So let me see. Yep, well that's hot. Okay. All right, y'all, we did good. This is the last one. All right, this is it. Okay, so everything looked like it went through. Hit this piece one more time. This piece right here. I'm a little worried. One more time. All right. It's one piece in the middle that I'm worried about. Let's see what happens. Now, if I had a Yucca board, I wouldn't be doing this many times. I would just slide it up and down, and be finished. But I had to use a cheat, use the cardboard. Okay, let's see what happened. I don't know, I'm a little worried. But that's okay. Okay, so let's take this off. Ooh. Oh no, that was cool, y'all. Oh. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm getting all my tape off. Uh-oh. All right. Look. Oh my gosh. See where the little, like I said, you could have, right here, if you want to bring up your, if you want to make this a rectangle, you can. This little piece right here. But this how it turned out. And I'm going to go get my white rag because this is a little bit adhesive. Sometimes this adhesive will come off. So, but other than that, this is how it turned out. Look how nice and shiny this came. Oh, this is so cute. And we use both methods. We use two different methods. We use where we did piece the paper together. And then we did one side where you could just run it through the machine where you put the pieces of paper together and put them all together and you run it through the machine. So this is how it turned out. But down here, I'm gonna get a white rag because this can come, I think this can come off. It's just adhesive. A cold rag and just take that off. But this is how it came out, everybody. Okay. This is pretty. So let's look at the back. That's what I pay attention to the most. Make sure ain't no bleeding in the back. And the reason why how I prevent my bleeding, I don't take my graduation stool to 380. I keep it at 365. Let me turn this off. I'm done now. So this how it turned out. And these elements came right out of Canva. This is that new feature that they have. A text maker. You can pick any kind of font that's already did for you. It's already styled and designed. All you have to do is go in there, change the color of the font, and add it to your design. All right. Oh, this came out cute, y'all. So I'm going to take us back in there. And that is the conclusion of the video. Woo. So I'm going to take us back in there. Let's go in here. It's dark. Like I said, I had to turn all my lights off, honey. I can put them back on. All right. All right. Oh, my face is shining. That's how hot it be in there. So this is how it came out. I can put y'all back on here now. All right, do y'all have any questions? Any questions? All right, any questions? If y'all followed along, was it easy? Look look how shiny, look. Pre-pressing is everything. So you pre-press it. All right, so that's how y'all able to do the graduation stools. With breaking them down. I'm gonna go to my computer real quick because I want to show y'all the second part where we was talking about earlier. Before you are put those pieces together, how you want to print it out. So I'm just gonna show you that real fast. If you don't want to piece the paper if you don't want to if you don't want to cut the paper out, you can like she was saying earlier, you can tape your paper together, whatever paper size you're using. But the key to that is before you print, you want to make sure that you size your artboard in Silhouette Studio to the size paper by width that you're using, and then in inches, like we said. So I'm gonna just show you what I'm talking about real fast. So we're gonna come back here to the computer. Hopefully I put that new cord in and it plugged right up. Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna put this in my new cord. The other one was just okay. Let's see if it turns on, which it did. All right. So I'm gonna come here real fast. And then I'm about to just show y'all real quick what I'm talking about. All right, let's come back Silhouette Studio. All right, let's see. Why did no recent. Let's see. Okay, now it's back in. All right, let's turn the Silhouette Studio real quick. Silhouette Studio. Let's come down here real fast. So this is for the part 2. So if you are not, let me just turn this over real quick. Just real fast, real quick. So if you want to use the slice, if you don't want to use the slice method, but you have like 8x5x11 paper, like GA Beauty said, Epson printers have a capability of printing up to 47 inches long. So she said even if you have a small heat press that you're using 8x5x11, you can still print long in length. So let me split this up real quick again, just real quick. If you missed this earlier, I'm going to divide these two for it could be like one stole at a time. So I'm just gonna come over here to my modify panel and I'm gonna hit divide. And so now I got two separate stoves, and I'm gonna just come in here, make sure everything I need to be out is out. Okay. So say like we wanted to, I'm just move that to the side. Now say like you are wanting to put your pieces to, if you want to put your pieces of paper together without no design, this is how you're going to do that. So you're going to come over here. Now you know that you're like I know that I use 11 by 17 paper, right? So I'm gonna come over here to my page setup. I'm using 11" in width, but I want my paper size to be 38 inches in width. So I'm gonna put 38 inches in height, because when you're doing the graduation stole, you want to give extra bleed room. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, so our paper size because I'm using 11 by 17 paper, I want to make my paper page setup 11 inches in width, but the height, that's going to be the difference. You're going to change it from 17 to whatever length you are using for your project. So since we're doing a graduation stool, she said graduation stools are 72 inches, usually about 36 inches. I always add 2 extra inches, is why it's 38. So I'm using 11 by 17 paper. Oh, excuse me, but I need my length to be 38, because we're gonna trick our Epson printers to think that we got 38 length paper, but we actually are taking our pieces of paper and taping them together to give it the 38 length. So you're probably like, well, how do I know how many pieces of paper to put together without no design on it? So this is where I'm going to show you. So, oh, excuse me, it's still hot in here. So we are going to resize this here, because I want my graduation stools, I always make them 5 in width for extra bleed room. So we're going to do 5 in width, and then we are going to do 36, 37, I think 38 inches. I can do 30, yeah, 30, she said it was 36, 37, I'm gonna do 38. 38 inches in width. So I'm gonna hit apply. And so I'm gonna just 5 and 130. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in the center just to see what it fit. As you can see, it's a perfect fit. So what I'm gonna do now, I am going to come over here to the rectangle, and this is going to be the key of how many pieces of paper you know to use. So I am going to go like this, but you're not going to slice this. That's the whole thing. You're not going to slice this. You are simply just going to use it as a guide to help you put your pieces of paper together, but don't slice. With this part, you don't slice. So we're going to change this red rectangle to what I say, 11 by 17 paper. Now we want to keep this by 11. Now remember, because we putting the pieces of paper together, this is the one you want to make the size of your paper, your actual paper size. This one you want to make the size of your graduation stool, because you're tricking your machine to think that you got like a long paper, but you're actually piecing the paper together. This red rectangle represents your actual paper size that you're going to use. So I am going to make that 11 by 17. Let's see, 11 by 17. Okay, so I'm using 11 by 17 to break this down, but we are not slicing. So that's the trick. That's the difference between the slicing version and putting your pieces together version. You're not doing any slicing. You're just counting these red squares for you can put your empty pieces of paper together to make your paper long to feed through your machine. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna go to the modify panel. No, excuse me, correction, replica. And then I'm gonna count how many pieces paper down I need. So far I got 1, 2, 3. Bam, and that's it. So you looking at this right here. So you're going to say, now this is the time you don't delete the red squares, because you need to know how many pieces of paper to put together, which you are using to put through your machine. So we need 1, 2, 3. So you need 3 pieces of plain paper in order to have enough for a graduation stool. So you are going to take this actual graduation stool and you are going to put it in a center, unsliced. So that's the tricky part. You want to put the, so if you are piecing your regular paper together without you having to cut, this is the way you're going to do it. You're going to still keep this whole graduation stool like this, unsliced. But you're going to use these as your guide to teach you, to tell you how many pieces of paper you need to tape your paper together. So you're going to tape the paper together without the design on it. Then you're going to send it through your machine and it's going to come out just like this. And then you don't have to cut it. That's the great part. Once you do this method here, you don't have to cut it. It's already did for you. All you have to do is just get your graduation stool, lint roll it, pre-press it, put your design or your paper, your design on the paper or whatever, and you're finished. All the hard work is finished. So that was the special part I wanted to show everybody. A lot of people don't know that. Like what's her name? G Beauty, Gay Beauty, Gab, GA Beauty. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your name, but like she said, the beautiful lady. So just like what she said, that's the beautiful part of it. Even if you have an 8x5x11, so y'all want me to, I'm gonna do a demonstration, not like a full demonstration, but we're gonna change these red rectangles to 8x5x11. So it's gonna be the same way. So let's delete all of this. Let's move this to the side. We're gonna change this too. So if you are using 8x5x11 paper, only thing you're gonna do is come here. You're gonna change this to 8x5. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works for this. And then you're going to keep it like a graduation stool length is, what, 36 inches. So I add 2 extra inches, 38 inches. So we're going to see what happens. Okay. So what we're going to do here, we still going to keep this at 5 inches in width. We still going to keep the graduation stool at 5 inches in width and 38 inches in height. You're not going to change this to 8x5. You still need this to be the same size of the graduation stool. You're just only changing the paper. So we're going to keep that here. We're going to make a red rectangle. Now this red rectangle, you are going to change this red rectangle to 8x5x11. So you only doing this method if you are not slicing. If you want to just put the pieces of paper together, tape your paper together and put it through the machine without you having to slice, this is what you're going to do. So we're going to change that to 8x5x11. Uh-oh. No. Let's go back. No. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? No. We need this to stay there. We need this to change. So we're going to go to transform panel and we're going to change that paper to 8x5x11. Let's see if it works. We only want the red rectangle to change. Okay, boom. There you go. So now this is going to tell you exactly how many pieces of 8x5x11 paper that you will need for your machine to print out. So like she said, check your settings in your printer to see if your printer can print long in inches in height. So we are going to put the red rectangle here close as possible. You're going to come back to Silhouette Studio because this is the software I use for the slicing method. And then I'm going to hit not transform, but replica. And you are simply going to hit the down button until the graduation stool is all the way, let's see, until the graduation stool is all the way covered with the red rectangles. So let's see how many pieces of paper we gonna need for the 8x5x11 paper. So you got one, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to need you're going to tape 4 pieces of sublimation paper together. 1, 2, 3. Can I count? Can I count? Let me, I got glasses, honey. I got glasses. 1, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to need 4 pieces of 8x5x11 paper. You tape them together and you click on the graduation design, but you're not going to slice this. You're going to just simply put your design back in the middle like that, and it's going to print. So you have, and so don't delete the red rectangles on this method here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you're going to do after you do this, you're going to keep this like this, because you know that this fits. When you print, after you tape your pieces of paper together that's plain, you are going, whatever method you use to print from your machine, then you are going to print that way. Your graduation stool design is going to come out whole just like this. Then you don't have to slice it, you don't have to cut it, you don't have to do none of that. It's already done for you. So hopefully this method also is a little better than the slicing method, but they both work. All right. So this live will be saved. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go in here and turn it real quick because I'm gonna have to run to my computer to make sure that my laptop, to make sure it does not delete. Excuse my mess in here. All right, that was fun. Okay. Okay, so that concludes this live, y'all. Well, I've been on here for a couple hours, I think, but that's all good. So thank y'all for watching. If y'all new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. I have tons of videos on here that you can watch that has to do with sublimation and graduation stuff. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And thank y'all for watching, everybody. And thanks to all my people in the comment section. All right. So I will save this, and y'all have a good evening. Okay.